Hi, my dear friends. My name is Siash from PickinFinity.net. Welcome to another session of Haskell programming language. Today, I'm gonna talk about conditions and guard. It really helps us to define more and more complex functions if we use them efficiently. I wrote them already to save some time. Let's check it out together. Okay? This is our first conditional function. Let me put a do notation here. I won't really talk about that. Okay, reload and clear. Okay, this is our first ever conditional function. Okay, it's work very fine. Let me check it for you. You give it 5, it return you. Odd number, you give it 8, it return you 8. But if you give it, for example, 8.5, it's yelling at you because we force this function to get just integer. Okay, so you should give it an integer. Okay, let me check it with more detail. Okay, this is a if statement. Okay, you should put just after if a boolean data type. Okay, if this condition is true, okay, it return you this. Otherwise, it return you this. So if this happen, then do this. If this doesn't happen, do this. As simple as it is. Okay, it's not very big deal. Okay? As I mentioned you before, we use do notation if we want do more than one line action. But it's not exactly true because do work to define multiple block of action. Maybe seems one line, but it is a block of code. As this is a block of code, and because okay, Haskell see if a statement, okay, pay attention. If a statement is a one block of code, so you don't need to use do here. Okay, because do work for multiple block, not multiple line. Maybe your block made with more than just one line. Okay, for example, this is a block of code and it's made with more than just one line. Okay, okay, in real situation maybe you need handle more than one condition. Okay, there is no such thing else if notation in Haskell, and we somehow can implement else if notation. Okay, for example, in this function we use elif, but don't forget Haskell doesn't a thing named else if notation. Else if isn't a new notation in Haskell. We just implement it this way. Okay, it's work fine. For example, if we try use it, my score, if you give it 50, you got F. If you give it upper than 90, you got A. Okay, so else if isn't new notation. Okay, the real style of this function is this. Okay, we just put others if in else statement and another if in another else. But because Haskell really care about simplicity, we can write this function like this, and it's really more readable than this. Okay, so don't forget when I say else if, I'm not really mean it. Okay, we just use it. It's not a new notation in Haskell. Okay, the real form is here. I wrote it for you, and as I always say, Haskell really care about simplicity in real situation. I personally don't use this. I use the guards. Okay, I think it's make our code really clear. It's really similar to else if notation, but functionality is somehow different, but it's really easy to use. Okay, so you should drop this, okay, this notation here, and we read read it for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, you should read it this way. Okay, you give x to it. If this happen, it return you this. If this happen, it return you this. And this happened this. And if none of them happened, okay, it return you this. Okay, so you can use it. Use the guard. We call them guards. Okay, with guards, we don't need to write this function this way or this way. Simply we write it this way. Okay, it's really clear notation to me, but you can use any of them. Okay, any of them you like. Okay, but I prefer this. It's really readable and clear to me, but all of them work fine. Okay, and there is nothing I should tell to you about this. Okay, let me finish this section. I hope you enjoy my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and share it with your friend. Take care of yourself. Until we meet again.